What's this? Joe, Mia and I are in trouble. Thousands of exports. Stormed MMPR toys. Need your help. You'll need these to help us out. Your friends Bruno and Mia. Whoa! You've got to be kidding me! This thing looked bigger on TV! Same thing with this. Oh well. Hang in there, my friends. I'm a-coming for you. Charge! Host of the Adventurous Joe Show, the Adventurous Joe himself, Joseph Michaels! Everyone, and welcome to this week's TAJS. I am your host, as always, the Adventurous Joe. And that little skit you see at the beginning there was a tribute to my good friends Bruno, Mia, and Jerry at MMPR Toys. They are pretty damn good at what they do. They do great reviews on Power Ranger stuff, Ninja Turtle items, costumes, and more. So if you want to know more, check out the link down below to their official YouTube page. And let them know that the Adventurous Joe, Joseph Michaels, sent you. Okay, now let's get started with this week's little goodies. First off, we have our comic book review of Marvel's Infinity trade paperback. Holy shit, is this thing huge. For $50, it's pretty big. Also, we have our video game review of the Lego movie. Of Lego the movie, the video game. Try saying that one 3 times fast. Also, our first, as I said before, Season 4 is bringing about new changes to the Adventurous Joe Show once every other week. We're going to be showing you different things. This week, it's our premiere of Photographer of the Week. Who's going to be our first inductee? Who's going to be the first one you're going to see and hear about? We'll tell you later. Also, our anime review of Cat Planet Cuties. And, last but not least, the Cosplayer of the Week. And we have a special treat at the end of the show from the guys at Saban Entertainment involving next year's Power Rangers. Wait till you see that. Okay, now, let's get started with our comic book review. Coming up next. It's time now for our comic book review of Marvel's Infinity. Can you believe how big this book is? Look at how thick this sucker is. Look at how thick this sucker is. And for $50, you know, unbelievable. Now, price-wise, it's kind of astronomical. Because here's what you get in the book. You get Infinity parts 1 through 6. New Avengers, numbers 7 through 12. Avengers, number 14 through 23. And Infinity Against the Tide Infinite Comic, numbers 1 and 2. Okay, those two I never had when I got this whole series to begin with in the comic books. Now, let's check out some of this artwork. How neat is that? Interesting, nonetheless. Uh-huh. And so much more. Okay, now the main point about Infinity is that this is the story of Thanos' return. He has come back. He's pissed and he's ready to take down anyone who gets in his way. That includes the king of the Inhumans himself ends up dying in this. I mean, big spoiler alert for you all. The man gets killed by Thanos. What the hell? Thanos is on this revenge streak like none other. I mean, he's killing off heroes and villains alike. I mean, brought his own entourage with him to take over the planet Earth and so on and so forth. I mean, it's just one ginormous story. Now, this is only part of the story. This is mainly the main part of the story. The go-betweens that took place between Superior Spider-Man, the Mighty Avengers, and so on and so forth, they're either going to put them in another giant-sized paperback like this one, or they're going to just leave them as their own individual trade paperbacks at this point. It's hard to say. Either way, the comic book, I'm giving it at least an 8 out of 10. The story was a little hard to follow if you haven't read the Infinity series before, like the Infinity Gauntlet and so on and so forth. I mean, artwork, fantastic. Story, great if you know what it's all about, but other than that, you know, the writing itself is terrific. I mean, but like I said, for $50, it could have had more. It could have had a lot more. And my final verdict on it, I'm going with an 8 out of 10. Great book. We're going to highly recommend. It's badass seal of approval material, but we're still giving it an 8 out of 10. Okay, now, let's move on to our video game review. Coming up next. Of the Lego Movie, the video game for the Xbox 360. Now, this is just like any other Lego game. It's a little different story-wise because it tries to follow basically like the movie did and everything. But the prequel story is incredible. I mean, it shows how the Crackle gets taken, and the Crackle or whatever they call it gets taken, and how the whole Lord Business plans to destroy everything and so on and so forth. Basically, it plays just like the movie itself, only without all the Will Ferrell father-son drama in between it, you know, to find out, here's the real world, here's your Lego world, so on and so forth. This one's more than just the Lego world, and it's still just the same as the other one. Let's check out that gameplay footage right now. Now, as you can see in the gameplay footage, this game plays just like the Hobbit, Lego Hobbit game, Lego Lord of the Rings, and so on and so forth. They're all the same. They constantly are the same gameplay material, so on and so forth. This is just unbelievable because it's rated E for everyone. So it's meant for any person that's going to want this game. I mean, the gameplay pretty much the same as every other Lego game. You find things, you build characters, get new characters, add new characters, fight boss battles, blah, 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 blah. Same deal. Okay? However, this one is about the only one that's an actual movie tie-in. I mean, seriously, this game actually works as a movie tie-in, like you're playing the whole movie, except you're not playing the actual movie, okay? Other than that, the gameplay, it's good. I mean, it's good for any child, young adult, so on and so forth. Hell, even an adult themselves could play it. But either way, it's just the same gameplay. Same thing over and over again. Our final verdict on it, we're going with an 8 out of 10. Lego the video game, Lego the movie, the video game, it's got everything to it. However, it's got to have something different. It's all repetitive. Just like Lego Marvel superheroes, Lego Batman, so on and so forth. It's just all repetitive. Same thing. Find characters, build characters, so on and so on and so on. Like I said, just about the same thing. So, once again, our final verdict, we're recommending you pick it up if you want to play it. If you're a big Lego fan and stuff, this is good for any Lego fan. They enjoy Lego games like this, you'll enjoy this one too. But anyways, our final verdict on it, we're going with an 8 out of 10. Highly recommend you pick it up, try it out for yourself, and be your own verdict on it. If you've already played it, let us know down in the comments below what you really thought about it. And then we'll go from there. Okay, now when I was introducing everything, I kind of got tongue-tied and I screwed up on and left something out. And that was the movie review. We have Sanctuary, Quite a Conundrum, from Thomas L. Phillips, which is my cousin, by the way. Yeah, ain't it nice? I have never left this blasted city of Lunnington, and yeah, I have a cousin who's a big-time film director. Alright! Either way, we're going to check out his movie and do our full review on it coming up next. Of Sanctuary, Quite a Conundrum. Now, we were supposed to do this for the season premiere of the Adventurous Joe show for season 4. But, however, because the movie did not get here on time, apparently got lost in the mail or something, my cousin had to send me another copy of it and stuff so I could review it and check it out. Now, so far, I love this film. I've watched it twice now, and I still can't get over how it turned out. I mean, it's done perfectly. Nonetheless, this movie just blows your mind. Seriously, it just blows your mind. Now, this thing here, it's not just about that. Here's some big spoiler alert for you right now. If you don't want to know about this movie, just skip the review. Either way, here's some spoiler material for you you're going to really want to hear. The story basically starts off with the fact that 25-year-old, trying to remember her name now. Hang on a second here. Mimi. Her name's Mimi, excuse me. There's Mimi and Tabitha. Tabitha is the big-time whore of the film, you might as well call her. Because all she talks about is laying this guy, doing this guy, so on and so forth with this guy. And then you've got Mimi. Mimi got involved with a 52-year-old married man who was also her father's business associate or something like that. And she calls him a sad, pathetic old man and all this crap. Okay, after they just got done having sex. And she's not satisfied with it. She tells him to get out, get lost, so on and so forth. Well, the story basically goes like this. Tabitha and Mimi want to have a nice little party. They have a little pool party. They invite two guys over, Sean and Dutch. And this is where things get complicated, because Sean is involved with Tabitha, sort of. I mean, they've been banging boots, or knocking boots, whatever you want to call it exactly. Mimi's sister is also there, and it turns out she's lesbo. She doesn't care about doing guys and stuff like that. She's lesbo. She seriously goes after Tabitha at one point and starts making out with her. And I'm like, holy shit! But let's get back on track here. The horror this basically has circled the horror film genre everywhere. All the big conventions and stuff, San Diego Comic-Con, so on and so forth, the horror cons, you know, any of those that has been showing this film and loving it. Seriously. Sanctuary, quite a conundrum, will keep you on the edge of your seat with anticipation, wondering what's going to happen next. Basically, here's how the story also goes. The 52-year-old man returns while they're having their pool party and shit, holds everyone at gunpoint until he puts the gun to his own head and blows his head off. What? Seriously? If you're going to shoot someone, you shoot the bitch that got you pissed in the first place, not yourself. I was like, wow, unbelievable. And I was just in shock when I saw this shit. I was like, oh shit, here it comes. He's gonna shoot the woman and be done with it and shit. Or he's gonna shoot her, then he'll shoot himself. No, it shocked the holy fuck out of me when he shoots himself after making her confess to everyone what she called him in bed and shit. I was like, holy shit! And then on top of that, that dumb motherfucker had his wife sitting in the car the whole time. Oh my god! I mean, it's unbelievable how this all just unravels from here and there. I mean, the wife ends up getting involved in it and she gets knocked out. Somebody ties her up and crap. And then it turns out Dutch is the bad guy. I'm like, what? Dutch is the killer. What the holy hell? And it just throws you off track. I mean, seriously. Before he makes his move, you don't suspect the damn thing. Everyone was thinking it was Sean. And it's like, yeah, let's blame the black guy. But either way, the film itself was brilliantly well done. I mean, right up until the end. I mean, the religious aspect to it, the funniness, the sexual humor, sexual, the sexual humor to it, and so on and so forth. It all just tied together perfectly. Now, Erin, her name's Erin something. I keep forgetting it. Hang on a second here. It's Erin Nicole Klein plays Tabitha. She did a fantastic job as Tabitha. She was really good at it and stuff. She was spunky, just the right amount of being slutty and so on and so forth. But what do you expect? This is a horror type movie, okay? You're trying to look past all this shit and enjoy the film itself. Well, it was enjoyable to the point that, you know, it just made you want to laugh at certain things every time. Now, when it came to, like, the murder scenes and all that shit, it was just like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I mean, Thomas L. Phillips, my dear cousin, you did a fantastic job on this. I mean, seriously. Now, I know just about everybody and their brother probably has already seen it, did their own reviews on it, and so on and so forth. But come on, people. This is the Adventurous Joe Show. We may be running behind on things, but we got it where it counts, baby. Either way, I'm giving Sanctuary quite a conundrum. My final verdict upon it, we're going with a slamming 10 out of 10. And a highly recommended, badass seal of approval. I mean, it was badass. I mean, to the point where even you're going, you know, what is going on here? Is the girl gonna die? Is this one gonna die? So on and so forth. Who's gonna die next and shit? It was brilliantly well choreographed. Everything you can think of it was well done. And I am proud to say here at the Adventurous Joe Show that we are slamming this puppy with a slamming 10 out of 10, highly recommended, and the biggest badass seal of approval I can put on it. We're letting everyone know, you want to watch this? Check, you can get it at Amazon, Walmart, I think at Myers, and a few other places and stuff like that. Either way, check out this movie if you have not seen it. Enjoy it, and go to Thomas L. Phillips' official Facebook page or YouTube page and let him know you loved this movie. Because here at the Adventurous Joe Show, we loved it. It was brilliant. To watch it twice says something. Okay, twice we've watched it. I might just watch it again after this review. Alright. Either way, the film was that perfect. If you're into the horror genre kind of stuff, murder mystery kind of thing, this is perfect for you. It's just like it says, it's like Scream meets Clerks, and so on and so forth. It's got the sexual humor, the sexual innuendos, so on and so forth. But either way, the murder, the mystery, the little bits of blood here and there and stuff like that, it all turned out perfectly. And like I said, that's our final verdict on it. A slamming 10 out of 10, the biggest badass seal of approval the Adventurous Joe Show can slam on it, and oh yeah, that's about it. Okay, now, let's move on to our Photographer of the Week premiere, coming up next. Season 4 of this season, we are going to be doing some major changes to the show. We're going to be adding new stuff that's going to be, you know, new things that we have never tried before. And one of them, a couple of them we've already done now. The topic of the week and the kids review. Now, we're doing another one called the Photographer of the Week. And this week's Photographer of the Week, we're introducing you to Jerry Kramer Photography. This woman has been through it all. Between modeling, cosplay, she has done it all. And you have to check out some of her great work in these photos we're about to show you. And let her know on her official Facebook page how much you loved every one of them and stuff like that. Let's check out some of her other work. I mean, we're going to let you know all about this woman. She's taking photos of Ivy Doom Kitty, Dave Turner AH, and so on and so forth. She does a lot of great photography work for them, especially in the cosplay genre. She does pretty damn good work. And we're highly recommending you check out her official Facebook page. We're going to post a link down in the description. And let them know the Adventurous Joe Show sent you. And while we're getting ready to move on to the anime review, you can check out some of her great photography work right now. right, people, our photographer of the week, our first photographer of the week, Jerry Kramer Photography. Check her official Facebook page out. Check out more of her pics on there and stuff, all of her great work, and let her know the Adventurous Joseph Michael sent you. We highly recommend some of her great artwork. Great work. I mean, artwork, it's still artwork. I mean, either way you look at it, photography is art. Either way. Okay, now, this will be a thing we're going to be doing once every other week and stuff like that. Like I said, we're going to be doing some different things this season, so that's about it. Okay, now let's get on to our anime review of Cat Planet Cuties. Coming up next. And you ain't gonna believe how this little harem-based anime goes, because it's kind of goofy as hell. I mean, it starts off with a young woman from outer space with cat ears, a cat tail, and everything, appearing out of nowhere. Okay, it's basically fan service galore. I mean, seriously. From the sexual innuendos to the sexual humor and so on and so forth. This is not anime recommended for kids whatsoever or young teens. This is for 18 and older kind of anime. Almost borderline hentai. Because it talks about sex in a certain way. Like, basically it's saying that they have to mate in order to survive and so on and so forth. And, Aries, this is funny, Aries is her name. This hot little cutie is named Aries, and she falls head over heels for this human boy, and so on and so forth. And he doesn't believe she's even, from outer space and stuff until she heals his head and everything else. And it's just unbelievable, back and forth. Now, it turns out the reason why the cats are on the planet and stuff is because they're looking for new civilizations to coexist with and stuff. Because the dogs, this is funny, there's a dog planet where the dog soldiers are basically wanting to destroy the cats and so on and so forth. Well, it turns out the dogs have already infiltrated Earth and stuff without the cats knowing, which is against the rules and stuff of intergalactic law. And it's just back and forth anime of all sorts. Now, the 13th episode of the series is nothing but pure OVA, almost hentai shit. I mean, seriously. It's nudity up the yin-yang, sexual talk up the yin-yang, so on and so forth. The girls, I mean, even the other cat women are all getting naked and playing strip poker and all this kind of crap. And I'm like, holy freaking hell! What kind of anime is this? Either way, it's not recommended for kids, like I said, or young teens. This is for 18 and up. Okay? This is rated M for mature kind of stuff. Either way, Cat Planet Cuties basically is this. They're aliens, they're cats. They come from a planet called Catatonia or something like that, and they want to come to Earth to coexist with humans and stuff like that, learn their culture and so on and so forth. And already Aries is practically fitting in with all of them and stuff. And then the other Cat Planet Cuties come to, it's just back and forth, back and forth. The hot one of the whole group is the captain. I mean, seriously, the captain herself is beautifully well drawn. I mean, whoever did this anime knew how to do this perfectly, make these women very beautiful in every way and stuff. But seriously, the bouncing breasts and stuff, the big tit jokes, I mean, seriously, it's just crazy anime nonetheless. Either way, I just have to say this. My final verdict on it, I'm going to go with a 10 out of 10. I loved it. The series was well done. The storyline a little hard to follow, but because of the back and forth story here and there, and so on and so forth. And but the whole series, the whole 13 episode series, was beautifully well done. Well played out. Well, everything. I mean, even in the action scenes, the action was off the hook, badass. I loved it. And Cat Planet Cuties is, like I said, not recommended for young adults or young children of any kind. This is 18 and older stuff, rated M for mature kind of stuff. And they do all sorts of things in it, and it's just off-the-wall excitement. Good show, good series, so on and so forth. Either way, we're highly recommending you check it out. Cat Planet Cuties on the anime review, we're giving it a slamming 10 out of 10. Badass seal of approval, and highly recommend you check it out. It's available on Amazon for like under $20 right now. So I would suggest you get in on it and get your own copy and watch it. But if you don't own Blu-ray, it's going to be kind of hard because it says it's for both Blu-ray and DVD, but I only saw the Blu-rays and I didn't see any other DVDs with it. So it's like, Either way, I saw the series on an anime site. It was well done. I love the series nonetheless. I plan to buy it on Blu-ray one day and so on and so forth. But either way, highly recommend you check it out. Badass seal of approval, and we're giving it a 10 out of 10. Okay, now on to the last part of the show, the Cosplayer of the Week segment. Coming up next. People, it's time now for our Cosplayer of the Week segment. And this next inductee into the Cosplayers Hall of Fame and the Adventurous Joe's upcoming The Cosplayer Force. I can't wait to get this started. I mean, seriously, I am going to make the big announcement soon. Let everyone know there's going to be an official Facebook page and so on and so forth. It's going to be beautiful once it's all done. Either way, this cosplayer goes by Alexandria the Red. And yes, it's mostly because of her red hair. But either way, she's a beautiful cosplayer. But sorry guys, this one's taken by another cosplayer who's also a great guy and a good friend of mine named Chaotic Cosplay. He's an awesome guy to know, does incredible cosplays, and his girlfriend that we're talking about right now is off the hook with both the modeling and the cosplaying. She does incredible work on everything she does, and the name suits her, Alexandria the Red. Seriously. Either way, check out her pics. We got some great shots of her different cosplays, some of her modeling, and so on and so forth. Check out her pics, and we'll see you guys for the ending part of the show. Enjoy. our next inductee into the TAJS Cosplayers Hall of Fame, the next official member of the Cosplayer Force, up and coming. I'm gonna have a big announcement on this soon. And also our Cosplayer of the Week, Alexandria the Red. Bravo! Thank you for all the great work you've been doing, and keep it up, beautiful. We love to see even more of it, my friend. Every time you get new cosplays out there, we love them. Okay, and that's it for us here at this week's Adventurous Joe Show. I have been your host, as always, the Adventurous Joe, Joseph Michaels. And as I said before, as we're closing out the show, Saban Entertainment has sent us a nice little treat to show you all about the upcoming new Power Rangers series called Power Rangers Dino Charge. I can't wait for this series to come out. I've seen the Japanese version, the Sentai version. It's a pretty good series. I mean, I don't know how it's going to unfold here in America, but first of all, we have our first ever African-American Pink Ranger. Unbelievable! This announcement was made at Power Morphicon this year and stuff, and it's unbelievable that our first ever African-American black woman playing the Pink Ranger. Alright! Either way, that's it for us here at the Adventurous Joe Show. Well, once again, big shout out to the guys and gal at MMPR Toys. Sorry, Bruno and Mia. Jerry, sorry. Getting tongue-tied here. Either way, once again, big shout outs to them. Big shout out to Jerry Kramer Photography. Thanks for being a part of the show, our official first ever photographer of the week. And we'll have more every other week and stuff like that. So just stay tuned to the Adventurous Joe Show for more updates on everything. Also, big shout out to Alexandria the Red and Chaotic Cosplay. Thank you so much for all the cosplay work you do and stuff. And Alexandria the Red, we salute you. Good job. Okay, that's it. We're out of here. We'll see you all next week. Peace out. May the Force be with you, and may the power protect you. We'll see you, folks. Bye-bye.
In 2015, Power Rangers won't just be historic. It's gonna be prehistoric. Get ready for the Power Rangers Dino Charge. Now, an intergalactic bounty hunter and his evil monsters want to destroy Earth and steal the Energems.
The Energems are the key to ultimate power.
And only one force can stop them. Power Rangers Dino Charge. In 2015, the Energems are rediscovered by those worthy to harness their prehistoric energy. The Power Rangers. Now, the ancient battle between good and evil begins.
You will never defeat my monster army.
Ready to charge as the Power Rangers fight for Earth's future.
We are united!
The Power Rangers Dino Charge, coming in 2015.